Hello everyone and welcome to this new video tutorial on Photoshop tools, and today we'll be looking at the Artboard tool. The Artboard tool is located on top here inside the same button as the Move tool, which means if you can't see it, that means your Move tool is selected. All you have to do is to right click and select the Artboard tool, which means the opposite is the same. If you don't see your Move tool and you want it, you can right click here and you get rid of it. The second thing is to select the tool itself, and the shortcut here is the letter V, but the V will get, again, whatever is selected with a little tiny button here on the left here. So right now I'll go with the Artboard uh, tool and I'll create a frame around my image. So basically what the Artboard tool does, it will create a framing within where you'll be able to work on your images and modify them and adjust them. If we look on top here in the attributes of the tool, you have some presets that you can use, such as, let's say you have an iPhone 10, and right now this is the format for an iPhone 10. So if I want to keep my image inside inside this shape and to be able to use it for my iPhone 10, if I'm able to make it fit inside this area, it should be fine for my device. So very quickly I created a shape here, or frame, that will create that wallpaper I'd like to use on my phone. And you have various other options here. It's not all of them, it's pretty limited, I think, but so you have different phones, Apple Watch, some iOS. Mostly it seems to be some Apple formats here. On the left side you have a width and a height that you can adjust manually, and then the background that is either black, transparent, or other. When I'm talking about the background, I'm talking about here in the back. So if I go back to my tool here and I change my background now and I create one, it will be a black background, and so on. After that, what we can do with this is that you will create various versions of that same image. So either I come to the right here and press this plus sign. I can do that as well by going towards uh, the bottom and so on. So you can create various ones. Now if you'd like to work with the same image, all you have to do is to do two things. Your first option is that you're able to duplicate your artboard here, and let's name this one Artboard 2. And the second option is to hold Alt and press the letter plus sign, and now with Alt it created another shape with the exact same image, while if I only press here and do not press Alt, I'm creating an empty one. Let's hit the letter Z so we can fit everything on screen. Now the purpose of that is that I'll be able very quickly, for example here and this one in the middle, to only keep start, and I would like to remove the feet, because maybe I'm going to have to create a banner with that for whatever, my website or my YouTube channel. So if I have to create a banner and just keep this, change nothing out there, and let's say on this one now I'd like to get back my full image, because this is where I started from. So now I can readjust it and make everything fit inside, but keep my frame. So that would be my second image. Now if I go over the edge here and click left and hold it, I can move the whole canvas and the whole artboard group here, because it doesn't create layers, create artboards. And why it create artboards? Because it will help me after that export all of these images at the same time. So let's create one and two last ones to get just an idea of what we're trying to do, because on this one I'm only going to keep the feet, for example, and drag it up here. And for this one I'd like just to keep the tip of the feet for whatever reason. Alright, let's go back to my frame here. Alright, there you go. Let's go Control Z. So I'll just keep the feet with this part of the banner, and now I have basically created 4 different images. Rather than creating a copy in a new folder and dragging, that's a very nice tool to create various formats. It can be very useful. For example, if you're making stickers and envelopes and all of that at the same time, that can be a very, very good way to keep 100% exactly the same image and resolution and so on. Now, if I want to work with these images, what I'm going to have to do is to export them. So let me close all of my layers, and I will go start from artboard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's rename them. So let's name this one 3, and this one 4, and finally this one will be 5. So now when I select the 5 of them and I go to File, Export, and I'll go Export Artboards. Look here to Files. I click. It was asking me where to export my files, so I already created myself a folder for Artboards. So that's my path, and I'm going to name my files. Yeah, let's name them Frame, and it will create 1, 2, 3, and so on. The file format can be changed to PSD, PDF, whatever. I'm going to keep it as a JPEG, and I will click on Run. Thank you. Now if I go take a look at my folder here, let me bring my folder I've created previously, and under Artboards now I have Frame Artboard 1, Frame Artboard 2, 3, 4, and 5. So these are now my 5 images that I can work with and re-export, and if it's the exact same size, proper size, let's say for YouTube banner, when you're going to come over here, all you have to do is to enter the proper attributes here, and you are ready to work with the Artboard tool. Thank you for watching.